Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Rehab Cafe podcast, where we discuss obesity, exercise therapy, nutrition, and psychological rehabilitation. How we can all employ structured and supervised exercise programs, precision nutrition, and mental health strategies for intensive health behavior and lifestyle treatment, using existing and emerging tools for measuring and changing how our biochemistry works. We break down the health science into science-backed tools that fit seamlessly into your daily life. We also discuss how our body's organs and systems control our behaviors and our health, and the physiological effects we leverage from exercise therapy to help control our organs and systems, and in turn, our behavior and health. I'm your host, Mwaniki, and I'm a physiotherapist at the Nairobi Hospital. I'm also an obesity treatment specialist and a healthcare economist at Nairobi Fitness Consulting. Today, we discuss how obesity leads to coronary artery bypass grafting, popularly known as the surgical heart bypass, the comprehensive frailty test we do to determine the extent of effect and the trajectory of where all this leads if left unchecked, the everyday tips for nutrition, exercise performance, and psychological strategies needed in order to reverse this, with their importance and how they physiologically achieve their goals from the comfort of your home. No gym needed. Before we begin, I would like to emphasize that this podcast is separate from my physiotherapist roles at the Nairobi Hospital. It is, however, part of my desire and effort to bring zero cost to body composition analysis, recommended daily nutrition intake, and exercise performance and psychological strategies. On that same note, I would like to thank the sponsor of this podcast. This episode is powered by Nairobi Fitness Consulting through the Obesity Treatment Center and Human Performance Institute. Nairobi Fitness Consulting specializes in preventive and rehabilitative exercise therapy, precision nutrition, and psychological treatment. If you're seeking any help for you or your loved one, go online to NBOFITNESS.com for a free consultation for your body composition analysis. This will give you key insights into your body mass index, that's the BMI, and body fat percentage, which are crucial for understanding your overall health and risk for metabolic syndrome. Again, that is NBO Fitness, and for more help, book an appointment. If you are ready to take charge of your health with science-backed tools that fit seamlessly into your health, into your daily life, then you're in the right place. Remember to consult your doctor before following any of this advice. First things first. Here's a little known fact. Even if you're thin, you might still be at risk for conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and even cancer due to normal weight obesity, or what we call skinny fat. Today's episode is packed with valuable insights, so stay tuned as we dive deep into how obesity leads to coronary artery bypass surgeries, how we assess frailty to predict health outcomes, and the everyday tips you can use to reverse this, right from the comfort of your home. Let's start by understanding what obesity really is. It's not about looking big or weighing a lot. Obesity is defined by having an unhealthy body fat percentage, and that can affect your metabolism in ways that lead to serious health issues. Even skinny people can suffer from normal weight obesity, where they have a disproportionate amount of fat compared to muscle. This is why thin people can still develop diabetes, hypertension, and even cancer. What's happening here is largely due to metabolic syndrome, which is a collection of conditions that arise from high body fat, poor diet, and lack of physical activity. At the center of this is something called adipose tissue dysfunction, where fat cells don't function properly as they should, causing inflammation and hormone imbalances, particularly insulin resistance and leptin resistance. One major culprit behind this dysfunction is chronic fructose toxicity. That's right, The high fructose corn syrup hidden in many processed foods disrupt your body's ability to manage insulin and leptin, two hormones that control hunger and fat storage. Over time, these hormonal imbalances lead to obesity and eventually to conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and even the need for surgeries like coronary artery bypass grafting or CABG. But here's the good news. We can prevent and even reverse these conditions through the right combination of exercise, nutrition, and mental health strategies. We are going to explore these tools in more details, but first, let's talk about the damage that obesity can do if left unchecked. Now let's connect the dots between obesity and coronary artery bypass surgery, also known as CABG. When you have excess body fat, particularly around your organs, it leads to chronic low-grade inflammation. This inflammation damages the walls of your blood vessels, causing buildup of plaques, which is a mixture of fat, cholesterol, and other substances that block your artery, specifically VLDL, which we call very low-dense lipoproteins. Over time, this plaque buildup can lead to blockages that reduce blood flow to your heart, increasing your risk for heart attack. If the blockage becomes severe, doctors may recommend a CABG to bypass the blocked artery and restore blood flow to your heart. But here's the key. By addressing obesity early, we can prevent this from happening in the first place. Regular exercise and proper nutrition can reduce chronic low-grade inflammation, improve heart health, and prevent the need for invasive surgery. At Nairobi Fitness Consulting, we take a holistic approach to assessing your health, which includes something called comprehensive frailty test. This test goes beyond just measuring your weight or BMI. It evaluates your physical strength, endurance, mobility, and even your mental resilience. Why is this important, you may ask? Because frailty is not just physical, but it's also psychological. People who are mentally exhausted or stressed are more likely to experience physical frailty and vice versa. By assessing both the mind and the body, we get a clearer picture of your overall health and can design a more personalized treatment plan. So it's not just about how much can you lift at the gym. It's about how well you manage stress, how motivated you are to change, and how your body responds to physical and mental challenges. Once we have these results in, we can tailor your exercise and nutrition plan and address your specific needs. And that's what we love about this approach. It's completely personalized. Everyone's body and mind are different, so a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't work. Alright, let's get into the actionable part of today's episode. How can we reverse the effects of obesity from the comfort of our homes, you may ask, without needing to hit the gym every day? Let's start with exercise. One of the most effective types of exercise for weight loss and improving metabolic health is high-intensity interval training. This type of exercise alternates between short bursts of intense activity and periods of rest. The best part? You only need 20 to 30 minutes a day to see results. High-intensity exercise not only burns fat but also helps regulate hormones like insulin, cortisol, and leptin, which are key players in metabolic syndrome. Next up, nutrition. We've talked about the dangers of high fructose corn syrup, but what should you be eating instead? Focus on whole and processed foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and slow digesting carbs like vegetables and whole grains. These foods not only support your metabolism but also improve brain function and reduce stress, which brings us to the next point, mental health. Now let's talk about the role of mental health in reversing obesity. Stress is one of the biggest barriers to maintaining a healthy lifestyle. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol hormone, which increases cravings for sugary and fatty foods. Over time, this can lead to weight gain and make it harder to lose weight. But here's the thing, by managing your stress levels, you can actually change how your body responds to food and exercise. Mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing, and even journaling can help reduce stress and improve your ability to stick to your exercise and nutrition goals. By addressing the psychological aspect of obesity, we can break the cycle of stress, emotional eating, and weight gain. And remember, it's not just about losing weight, it's about creating a sustainable lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle that supports both your body and your mind. So, in today's episode, we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about how obesity is not just a weight issue, it's a metabolic, psychological, and physiological issue that affects your entire body, from your heart to your brain. We discussed the science behind how structured exercise, precision nutrition, and mental health strategies can reverse the effects of obesity and prevent life-threatening conditions like coronary artery bypass surgery. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Head over to NBOFITNESS.com for a free consultation where you can check your body composition analysis. Let's work together to improve your heart, your health, and your well-being from the inside out. Because when it comes to obesity, it's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel and how your body functions. Thank you for tuning in to the Rehab Cafe podcast. I'm your host, Mwaniki, and I can't wait to see you next time. If you found this helpful, don't forget to share this with your friends and family. Stay active, stay mindful, and most importantly, stay healthy. God bless you.